Yeah, sure. Hey, Dave, I was listening to Rob Vaughn, an interview earlier with him this week. He said that two of his influences offensively were Matt Deggs and Andy Sawyers, a couple of guys you've worked with. Having, seen them, having seen Alabama, I mean, do you see any similarities or characteristics that are the same?
Yeah, a little bit. They're gonna push the envelope a little bit, so to speak, and be aggressive. Again, you kind of go with what you have. If you got some guys that can run and some contact hitters, you have guys that swing and miss, but they hit home runs. You have to be careful. But yeah, they're going to take what we give them, but they're going to push it a little bit too to find out what we can handle.
I wonder what you thought about Alabama under Vaughn. Seems like they've really taken a step up the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, they've been really good. He inherited a really good team when he got there. They had some good pitching, couple three really good hitters, and those guys have stayed there. Um, I mean, they've always been able to swing the bat, even when it wasn't going so well for them. But now it seems like the pitching's gotten better and they're deeper, and the numbers are saying that.
As far as rotation wise, have you decided what you'll do this weekend?
Yeah, obviously. And you guys know we're going to go with Dietz on Friday, and we'll go Gibbler Saturday, and then TBA on game 3.
Hunter last week he pitched. He was toe to toe with Jake Marciano for 7 innings. Really good pitcher at Auburn. Did that? I mean, I know you probably felt like he could start in the Friday role, but when you see him do that against such a good pitcher, I mean, does that kind of reinforce your opinion some?
Yeah, it does. I mean, he's got Friday night stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of interest in him for down the road because of his stuff, and he's left-handed, and but what he's done is he's shown he can control the running game a little bit. He can get out of some jams, and uh, he can work back from a 3-0 count and get people out. So nothing that I didn't think he could do. He's doing it.
And then one more for me, Cole Gibbler, in a starting role. I know you guys were looking at him potentially doing that in the preseason. What have you seen from him in terms of how he's pitched this season, and why do you think it will translate well into a starting role?
Well, I hope it translates well. That's what we're hoping. We haven't seen it yet. So, I mean, obviously, he was a starter in high school. We started him in scrimmage games in the fall, both years, and he's been so valuable out of the pen that we felt like getting off to a good start this season. We might need him there because he had some experience. Um, I think he just deserves a chance to start. Things haven't gone great for us on the weekends with maybe a couple starting pitchers. So to me, it's the obvious thing to do, and uh, you know, hopefully it goes well for him. If it does, I mean, it's helping us get better.
Hutch, go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, you mentioned leaving at TBA for game 3 with Fisher. What have you seen from him in his latest starts? And then is he a guy you could, maybe hope to rejuvenate him by moving him to the bullpen?
Yeah, I mean, what I've seen is what's been happening. He's been getting hit pretty good because he's leaving the ball in the middle of the plate. Those fastballs and backdoor breaking balls that were catching edges and being called for strikes are being called balls now because they're a little in or a little out. And man, when you don't have big velocity or big stuff, you've got to be able to hit your spots. And I think for an inning against Auburn this past weekend, I mean, I thought, man, Fisher's back. One inning, it was really good, and then the second inning, it didn't happen.
And I was looking at y'all's RPI. I think y'all are sitting at like 56. Is that something that you keep an eye on? Do you talk about it all with your coaching staff or even the players at all? Or
Yeah, keep an eye on it. I would say that I know it. I haven't looked at it one time. I know where we're at, though. I haven't talked to the players about it. They got enough on their plate. If we can win some games, it'll get better. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that to be concerned about.
I mean, I guess you kind of touched on there. Is it just something you think if you take care of business on the field, it'll take care of itself? Or is there anything with like the way the schedule is played out that might change how you do things, in the future or anything?
No, if we'd won games, our RPI would be right. But we haven't won games. That's bottom line. We haven't done anything different. with our schedule. The difference is we've won, and this year we've lost too many games at home. We've lost a couple of midweek games, and uh, that's the issue. We've had a lot weaker schedule than this, believe me, non-conference, and you can't control what the teams that you have on the weekends, the first 4 weekends do. You just you hope that they go and they're over 500. You know, you think about Stetson, this team's supposed to win the league, be at the top of the league, and Xavier the same thing, and hadn't gone great for them.
Dudley, go ahead.
Can you take any solace from getting a win on Tuesday and having that step into the weekend, give you some momentum?
Yeah, it's definitely a little momentum. I mean, winning a game the way we did, we got a couple big hits, pitched well. Defense was just okay. Booted the ball at third that didn't hurt us, but it's a play that's got to be made. There was one other in there. That was a tough one by Cam. I mean, I didn't expect him. That was kind of a rake play at the end of the game. Game was in hand, but turned a couple double plays, but we pitched well, threw a lot of strikes, didn't walk but maybe one or two hitters. And, you know, playing good's playing good. You either play good or you don't. If you play good, you got a chance to beat anybody. If you don't, if they're a lot better than, I mean, if you play good and the team's a lot better than you, they're probably going to beat you anyway. But yeah, winning that game on Tuesday was really, really good for us as far as the next day's practice, traveling today, workout tonight. It just gives you a little bit of momentum.
Obviously, got 3 games down there. You want to win them all. How important is getting the first one and getting off into a lead in that first one and kind of having some confidence and moving on?
Yeah, I just, you know, winning the first game would be great. Winning the series would be better. So whatever order it comes in, it is what it is. You know, they're 18-1 at home. It's their football weekend at home. It's going to be a zoo there. So we're going to have to play really, really good baseball to win the series.
Appreciate it.
Jackson, go ahead.
Hey Dave, Tuesday night you started a bunch of the veterans, Pompey and Cujillo and Zach. You rolled through some veterans on your pitching staff too. How much are you talking to those guys maybe about how important they need to be, or just what is the value of those veterans right now, given what you're going through and trying to turn it around?
Yeah, there's been a lot of conversations, one-on-one, group settings, just about going forward. The older guys got to get it done. They're the ones that the younger guys look up to. The new guys got to see that the older guys do a good job. And, it starts in conference play. Conference statistics show what we've not done well. And when you look at it, it's been older guys. It's time for them to get it rolling.
Is there anything you can share just with your conversation, I guess, with maybe Gackle about not being in the weekend rotation? How did he take it? I mean, it's been a strength for him in the past. Is he excited maybe about the opportunity to try and find a groove there?
Well, mine would be, I would be, my information is coming from Coach Hobbs because he's the one who had that conversation. Those are who he coaches. Those are who he works with. We talk about it. But, they're the ones that had that conversation. But what I get out of it is he just wants to help the team. So I don't think there's been no complaining. And I think you saw that the way he threw the ball on Tuesday. He was in the mid-90s the whole inning. And I thought he pitched pretty good.